What if you had a power, a special power, even a superpower, I would say it is. If you could always relax your mind, if you could always relax yourself. Think about if you were always relaxed, if you weren't a victim of mental chatter, of anxiety, of all this overthinking. If you could really just get out of your own way and relax yourself, no matter who you're around, no matter what environment you're in, how much different would your life be? I feel like you would literally be free because nothing would impact you anymore. If you were not in your head anymore, if you were not self-conscious, if you could actually quiet your brain that doesn't shut up half the time. I was just talking about this with one of my athletes today. He came up to me after practice and he was like, "Sorry, coach, I was just really in my head." And he had a rough practice. He kept making mistake after mistake after mistake. And he knew he was all in his head, but he couldn't get out of it. And every mistake that he made was just piling up and piling up. And he was afraid to make more mistakes, so that made him make more mistakes. I tried to remind him, just let go of the failures, keep being aggressive, but it just wasn't working. And it's tough for me to really teach how to relax because over years I have developed this crazy trait, and my girlfriend will tell you. She is so surprised by how relaxed I can get in an instant. I can reach the meditative state literally in like 3 seconds. I can block out all the noise. I can become super present. My body pretty much becomes limp. I really like lose feeling in my body. I just let go of all the tension that I'm holding and I can center myself in the present. And when I'm out there in the wild, when I catch myself overthinking what other people are thinking about me, if I'm in a stressful situation where I'm nervous or when there's chaotic people around me, the first thing I do and the first thing you have to do is notice when it's happening. See, we just let our mind carry us away down these rabbit holes and it snowballs and it snowballs and these just negative thought loops keep repeating and repeating and getting worse and we can't pull ourselves out of it. You have to recognize right away, when are you not being authentic? When are you starting to get nervous? When is your body tensing up? When is your breathing becoming shallow? When is your mind straying to the future and thinking about all the possible things that could happen? And really, like I always say in these videos, like it's a safety mechanism. Our brain is trying to keep us safe because we can't control the unknown. Let's say you're going to dinner with your girlfriend's parents tomorrow night and you're super nervous about it. You're overthinking every little possibility that could happen, that could go wrong. Maybe they don't like you. Oh, I have to say the right thing and do the right thing and uphold this image, whatever. Our brain doesn't like the unknown because limitless possibilities could happen. But literally every single time, things work out. And we look back at things and we wonder, why were we so stressed over it? Why were we so scared over it? It was nothing. But our brain makes these things bigger than they actually are to keep us safe, but we don't need it. So catching when your mind is going on these tangents, that is the key. Becoming aware of it first and stopping it in its tracks. The next step is to detach from what your mind is telling you. Again, like in my last video, multiple videos, I'm going to keep saying it. You are not your thoughts, but we identify with every thought that we have. But we don't have to. We can switch perspectives. We can take a step back and we can stop getting entangled with our thoughts and we can just witness them. We can just watch them from a third person perspective almost happen. We can just watch them occur and we don't have to react to them. We don't have to judge them. We know why they're happening. It's a safety mechanism. And that's where you start to control your mind. So we've detached from our thoughts. We know why our brain is going crazy. We know why we're anxious. We know why we're stressing. The third thing, and this is the thing I've mastered, is to just relax your body. Relax every single muscle in your body, from head to toe, every little muscle. Let go of the tension. Become weightless. Literally become weightless. I can do it instantly. And that's how I get myself in the meditative state. That's how I get myself fully in the present where I'm not paying any energy to my mental chatter and it just stops. I'm not thinking about the past or the future. I'm fully aware in the present. I'm in the now. When I'm fully experiencing the now, there is no room for anxiety. There is no room for stress. Mental chatter cannot thrive there. I relax every muscle in my body. I start to breathe deep. I bring myself out of the fight or flight mode that we're always in. And I turn my attention from my thoughts and all the chaos to my breathing, my deep breathing. And I slow everything down. And when I do that, my brain slows down because I'm no longer fueling the mental chatter anymore. And as I'm doing that, I remind myself, okay, there's no reason to stress over this. There's no reason to be living something that's going to happen in the future. It's like you are literally living it multiple times before it happens in your head. And your body is responding like it is happening right now, but it's going to happen in the future. But you're ruminating on all these possibilities that could happen because you're afraid of the unknown and you want to control everything. But I remind myself to release control. Let things naturally unfold. They always unfold great. They always unfold well, regardless if I stress over them or not. And so I always tell my athletes, like, look, it's just volleyball. It's not life or death if you make a mistake. It's the same thing in real life. Like, we're so afraid to make mistakes. We're so afraid. I think the biggest one is what other people think of us. We're so afraid of that. Bro, who cares? They're not even paying attention to us anyway. Really, there's nothing to be afraid of in life. Like, fear is the first response when life gives us an opportunity that requires us to step up, maybe expand our limits a little bit. Our first instinct is to be scared because all these things could go wrong. Again, we're afraid of the unknown. Realize your mind is unnecessarily chattering. Just sit back and witness your mind chatter. Bring your focus back to the present moment. Focus on your breath. Slow everything down. Remind yourself that you are limitless. When I relax my entire body and I slow everything down, I feel myself expanding instead of contracting when we're bogged down by all this stress, all this worry. Things are going to work out. They literally are. And if they don't work out, then they were not meant to work out. But I was telling my athlete, like I said, it's just volleyball. No one's paying attention to your mistakes. You're not going to die if you miss a serve. Like, it's okay, bro. And that's what we do with life. It's not that serious. Really, it's not. Even when we die, I feel like we have to get over the fear of death. Like, it's going to happen. But a lot of us live our lives so uptight, so fearful. And all that really behind the scenes, it's a fear of death. But it's going to happen. We probably won't even know that it happened. Like, it's cool. We don't have to be scared of it. But years and years of me practicing doing that, I can do it instantly. And I can recenter myself in this place of relaxation no matter where I am. But you could sit there and you can meditate in a calm environment, like in this room, like my office, it's chill. I can easily meditate here. But is that going to translate when you're really out there in life and you're really dealing with stress? It has to translate. So you don't even have to sit here and meditate and be zen. I think really the main key of meditation is controlling your internal state that you have full control over. That's where our freedom resides in the most chaotic and stressful situations. That is the key. That is the goal here. And that's going to help us get out of our own way and really step into our limitlessness. We're not feeding into our thoughts. We're not identifying with our mind. We are not our mind. We are the soul. We are the awareness. We are the consciousness above our mind. And like I talked about in my last video, that's stepping into a higher dimension, shifting your perspective to a higher dimension. That's it. So hopefully that helped. Peace.